Hey, hey. Yep, it's finally time to rank them all now that we finished. Oh yeah, the Baki game is actually fun. Blood Arena. It is fun. Thanks, membership, Batora. You watched the new Demon Slayer movie? No, I'm gonna watch it soon though. I just haven't slept today. I didn't feel like going to it. Thanks, Resub Rojo. And the membership vague. Resub Fate. All good, man. It's all good, Fate. We can talk about Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play that. It looks good. That and Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. They both look good. Yeah, maybe that's the secret, Tyler. I did hear that, Zach. I did hear about that. Good news if true. I haven't looked into it. Thanks, Risa Bagel. And the Resub Cube and Dom. I haven't seen Together. I planned on watching it, but never did. Thanks, membership, Joy. And they give sub, Tony. I am gonna get a new mattress. I'm gonna try a new mattress. Thanks, membership, Orca. Play and Murphy. We're going worst to best. Which game do I think will win this year's Game of the Year? I don't know. Hopefully Expedition 33, though. That's my Game of the Year. I do not, Shadow. Yeah, I still need to play Gears Reloaded. So many games have been coming out. I'll eventually get to it. Thanks for your read. Thanks, Gina. Is that right, River? I didn't watch the Nintendo Direct. I heard bits and pieces about it. Thanks for your sub. Just buy a Switch 2, don't be silly. Nah, Nintendo can gargle my whole ass, man. Everything that company is doing continuously gets worse and worse. I got no plans of getting the Switch 2. Fuck them. I know I'm not making a dent in them, but I feel better not buying their shit. Thanks, Resub Undead. Thanks for your bone. Yeah, we're going worst to best. We're going bottom to top. We'll start in a minute. We will start in a minute. Haven't seen the Demon Slayer movie yet. I'm going to, though. I'm excited to see it. I would have seen it today if I'd got any amount of sleep over the last X amount of hours. Thanks, Risha Barmana. What did you think of Chronos? Loved it. I think that game has an amazing story, amazing atmosphere. I just hated the inventory system so much. You gonna make a video for Chronos? Like a review, you mean? Probably not. I had the whole playthrough, like, uploaded to the gaming channel, but it refused to process, so I guess it'll just have to go up tomorrow. I don't even know if the other video I put up went up or not. Oh, it did. There's another Get Yoked video. That game is super fun, actually. Are you saying that because it was sponsored? What? I haven't been sponsored by a game in a while. Last game I was sponsored by was Path of Exile 2, which I'm still hard addicted to. Which game what game do you think I was sponsored by? Thanks, Resub Rip. Oh, sweet. Thanks, Canada. Yep, I'm going to be ranking numerically from worst to best. So I played 28 Resident Evil games. I guess it's worth mentioning at the top here, the only one I couldn't play was Degeneration. That is an N-Gage exclusive. That game I could not get the emulator to work with, but it is this. I don't think I'm missing much.
Hope everybody round.
Huh? So Leon talks right. Whoa!
Press the flashing key now. Dodge.
Oh, I think I did it.
This is great.
Nice.
Pretty much the only way I would be able to play this is if I actually got the N-Gage, which was not easy. So, Degeneration will not be ranked. That is the only one that's absent. Everything else we played. Thanks for some munchies. Oh, nice coastline. And yeah, we'll do Silent Hill, of course. Is that right, Macy? You gonna see Black Phone too? Yes. I plan on it. Thanks, Bram7. There's some Poggy. How long is the gaming channel gonna last? Forever. I'm not kidding. I plan on playing like every single game ever. I don't know if I'm going to commit to this, but it was something I've been toying around with. Doing a literal start-to-finish RuneScape content, which is not the first of its kind by any means, but going through literally every piece of RuneScape content, like, in order. Not just, like, quests, but I mean, like, everything, even the dead content, and just cataloging all of it, that kind of shit. Like, I'm getting so deep on the gaming channel, man, it's crazy. I don't know if I'll ever pull the trigger on that, only because some of the skill requirements for the quests are going to make me blow my fucking brains out. If I have to train agility ever again, it will be the death of me. Yeah, I'll be watching the Demon Slayer movie, of course. Thanks, Iceberg. Every Final Fantasy I'm already locked in on. Just a matter of when I feel like starting. Hey, Archive. Thanks for some chaos. Probably not, Breath. No, I never played Kingdoms of Amalur. I always wanted to because that game's got such a crazy story. Not like narratively, but the development, the baseball player who went fucking broke financing it, the whole thing. I've always wanted to at least try it. Gaming channel's a good excuse to try it. Thanks for your sub, Chief. The membership, Nate. Alright, let's start. We got a lot of games to go through. So I kind of already spoiled my worst game. It is undoubtedly Umbrella Corp. Umbrella Corp, I think, is the worst Resident Evil game in the franchise. I know it's kind of a lukewarm take, but to make it a little spicier, I don't actually think it's the most objectively bad. I think it's the most shameful. So, to explain, Umbrella Corp is a multiplayer game, but it has like a single player component, which is this. It's only 3 objectives. You either grab briefcases, 5 briefcases and you win, or you collect 20 DNA samples and you win, or you hold the location for like 5 seconds and you win. And you do that for 2 hours, and that's its single player content. Umbrella Corp is embarrassing. And it's multiplayer. Like, I actually had a really fun time playing, but only because it's so fucking bad that it's good. Like, everyone's got turbo speed. Like, this is not me at 2 times speed, by the way. This is just the speed of the game. It is just a disastrous game, like, top to bottom. Just a horrible idea. Melee's also a one-tap, by the way.
I got him.
So you can crawl on the ground and just snake around the entire map and just blast people, which I had so much fun doing. Here, hold on, let me go to a point where I was doing that.
Up there. Zombie got me.
Not here. Oh. This is me prone right now, by the way.
Nice.
And I went on like a 15-player kill streak.
They're not ready for this sneak attack.
But yeah, Umbrella Corp, I think, is the worst Resident Evil game. Bar none. Not only multiplayer, but single player, conceptually, everything about it, huge stinkerooski. But I do think there is a Resident Evil game that is objectively worse. And it is... Where is it here? They're so small I can't actually read them. Oh, here it is. Resident Evil Survivor 2. This game is only 30 minutes long. It is a light gun shooter. Kind of. Well, I mean, it is a light gun shooter by, like, genre. But it doesn't work. So, like, you can only aim here, and it does all of the shooting and the aiming for you. You just hold straight. You hold W, and that's it. It was originally an arcade cabinet. Exactly, yeah. It might have been better as a cabinet. I find that hard to believe because just it is so bad, top to bottom. I just can't imagine it ever being fun.
Run, Claire, run!
So yeah, I think Survivor 2 is worse. But I can't give it like 28. 28 has to be Umbrella Corp. So this gets 27 for sure. Absolutely disgraceful game. Never played Umbrella Corp, but Reverse sucked smelly... Yeah, well, Reverse is pretty bad too. Can't say I've done that yet, Sky. It's just arcade Code Veronica. Yeah, it's Code Veronica if all the content was stretched into a TikTok video, or shrunk into a TikTok video, and hardly worked on the pad. It sucks. Survivor 2, super duper sucks. Yeah, I played the Mafia games. I haven't played the newest one, though. Where is it? Number 26 comfortably goes to... There it is. Resident Evil Gaiden. Now, I didn't know this, but there are people that fucking love Resident Evil Gaiden. I don't know why, but I mean, there's people that loves all kinds of things, like scat fetishists, and it doesn't make it right. But I hated this. I thought this game was just so terrible. It's the Game Boy Resident Evil game. The map is so big and so counterintuitive to, like, design philosophy. Nothing makes sense with it. But I will say, Barry's here, which helps carry it a little bit. And also the music is hypnotic. H here. Okay, so this is aim. Also, this aim is fucking worthless. All it does is start the fight sooner. But let me show you what a fight looks like. This is how you fight. You just time right here and hit in the middle. Hardly Resident Evil. Very, 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 very bad. And the music really does, I think, trigger like a Winter Soldier event in anyone that might have played this as a kid. It's bad. I don't know how people liked it. I could see maybe if I was a kid in the early 2000s and this was like the only video game I owned, I'd be like, okay, this is kind of fun, I guess. But knowing Resident Evil games and then playing this is just awful. I don't know if he'll do Yakuza. We'll see. Tanks. Alright. Now this is where we get very competitive. 25. What would I slap just over Resident Evil Gaiden? It'd probably be Reverse. Where is it? Is this Reverse? No. Is Reverse here? Oh my god, it's missing a game! I just found this list. It's missing Reverse. This one isn't up to date and the DLC is separate. It said 2025, but you're right, they did separate the DLC. How do I add to this? I'll just plug it in manually. I don't remember how to... Oh, I need to make my own to do that. I can't just add. Okay, I'll use a No, I'm not going to use a placeholder because then people are just going to see it and fucking flip out if I throw in like banned footage or something there. Why is Reverse not here? Can't you duplicate it? I don't know. I haven't used Tier List Maker in a long time. I think because this is somebody else's, I can't. I'd have to make a template and import it all myself. Here, I'll just do this then. I'll just, instead of making this 25, I'll just call it Reverse. So now we know. Resident Evil Reverse, this is the game that shut down a few months ago. Actually, the game that kicked off our marathon, by the way. Kind of sentimental. I didn't even post it on this channel. It actually predates the gaming channel. I posted it on main. Hold on. So it's this piece of shit.
Guy? Oh my god.
Again, it's one of those games that can be so bad that it's fun.
Farts right now. I'm going ballistic.
So like I did have like a decent enough time playing it.
This community hates to see me log in. I am way too good for this. Double kill. Yeah. Yeah. Man, it's a
But yeah, pretty bad game. It is now lost media. I got to play it before it went down forever. Thanks, Deez. I didn't even know Kaiju number 8 was getting a new game. Thanks, Resub Trooper. No, this is Reverse. Resistance is the one where you play as like the mastermind and shit. What would go up over Reverse? Let me check my notes. I wrote down notes on every game I played for the marathon. Some of them were very passionate notes. Like for Zero, I have like 3-4 paragraphs here. You know what I'd probably put here, and I think I saw it. No, I can't tell. They have Code Veronica and Code Veronica X here. Oh, here it is. There it is. I'd probably put Resident Evil 3 Remake this low. Not because I think it's like actually as bad as the games down here, but just because of how good the original Resident Evil 3 is, and to gut the amount of content in that game for this is just kind of crazy. Like, the gameplay's still good here, and I do like a lot of what they did with Nemesis, but it's just so insulting to kind of just ruin everything 3 had and just shrink it by so much. But maybe that's a little harsh. That might be too emotional, because there are definitely worse games. I have to really think. Alright, I think I know. I wouldn't put 3 there yet. Operation Raccoon City's gotta go there. This is another game that apparently has a pretty dedicated group of enthusiasts. I think Operation Raccoon City sucks. This is just like a blatant cash grab, where it was trying to just capitalize off this piss filter, early 2010s type gaming, third-person shooter, like cover shooter. It's just lame. Like, there's just really nothing fun about Operation Raccoon City. The best part about the game was just it being short.
Position 2 also reached. Moving up on
Hunk was
position
here.
3.
Hunk's cool, but he
Position
doesn't
3
carry this
reverse
game.
cowgirl also achieved. Position 4 inbound.
There's just so little to like about this game to me. I would put Operation Raccoon City probably around there. I think that's fair. No, I haven't watched all the movies. Next, I think I know where... Well... Okay. Next is going to be Mercenaries 3D. The thing is, I went into this expecting to fully hate it, but I bought a 3DS, and I played it for like 20 minutes for the video. I actually went back and played it again. It's like actually kind of fun. Mercenaries in and of itself is just like a fun game mode, but I didn't think it'd be fun to just like make that an entire standalone game. Kinda is fun though on the 3DS, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's kind of enjoyable. It's like a very nostalgic little thing. Even though I never had a DS, I could just really imagine myself kind of getting lost in this if I ever did, back in the day. Went to the midnight release for Raccoon City. Loved the game. Looking back, it's bad. Hey man, if you had fun, that's all that matters. Oh, that's fucking crazy, drummer. I didn't see that. Yeah, I feel pretty confident putting Mercenaries 3D there. Again, it is just Mercenaries on the DS, and it's novel. I got no, like, big complaints on it. Doesn't hold up, like, amazingly well, but it's still a good time. After that, I think now we finally bring in Resistance. I said this during Resistance, much to the chagrin of a lot of, like, Resistance avid haters. I think it's the best multiplayer Resident Evil game. Now, that's a really low bar. It's comparing poop to shit. Like, it's not super different, but I at least appreciate they tried something. So Resident Evil Resistance is the game where you play as survivors and one person plays as, like, the mastermind. Survivors is boring. Survivors is super boring, but making your deck here, your deck of cards with, like, what you can spawn in, like the zombies and the build, very fun. Like, there's actually, like, a pretty big skill ceiling to it. Like, there's a lot you can do. The goal is just to stop them from escaping. I enjoyed that.
What is that?
Enjoyed, I'm using a little loosey-goosey. But I was surprised by how much I didn't hate it. I guess to be more accurate. Playing Nemesis has to be the best thing about it. I mean, it's fun to, like, morph into the zombies and do that, yeah, I guess. But Reverse has that too, and it's much worse in Reverse. Resident Evil Resistance made it feel kind of fun. Alright, now we're getting to some, like, actual ones. This is where the games stop being, like, bad and start just being, like, mediocre. I'd probably go Umbrella Chronicles next. I think that's this one, right? Is this Umbrella Chronicles? I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Nope, oops. I'm pretty sure it's Umbrella Chronicles. It's a fine light gun shooter. Like I said, I don't think it's bad. We're in the territory where the games I don't think are bad. They're just mid. And Umbrella Chronicles is just fine. So there's a ton of content. Like, you get a lot of bang for your buck here. There's like fucking 45 campaigns here. And it's fine. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. It's just fine. Now is probably when I'd go Resident Evil Survivor, which I think a lot of people are probably going to give me some flack for because people hate this game. I actually found it to be fun. Like, I actually thought this was, like, a really creative idea for its time. And I think it's, like, decently executed, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, it's got that crazy glitch where you can't take damage if you're not looking at the enemies. But who gives a fuck? That makes it even more fun. It's skill expression. It's a cool game. They take it first person. It's very interesting.
Okay.
I did hear about that with the dog abuser guy getting arrested. I don't know if they'll remake it or not, MC. We'll see. Yeah, I think Survivor is a legitimately enjoyable game. It has its flaws, but I really find it to be charming, and I had a actual good time with it. And the voice acting in this one is superb.
Is negative 240p.
Anything. Who am I?
So good. So I'm a bit of a Survivor apologist. I think that's a lot higher than most people would give it. Alright, 19. Oh, it's getting tough now. Now it's getting real hard. Shit. I don't know what that is, Wire. Okay, I know what I'm going to put here, but there's a huge caveat to it. I'm going to put Outbreak here. I really, really like Outbreak. And again, this is another one of those things where, like, Resident Evil was trying to reinvent the wheel. Like, they fucking swung for the fences conceptually. This came out in, what was it, 2003? And it's a multiplayer Resident Evil game that has some really good ideas. You work together to try and survive. Just hold that down. And you go through, like, a bunch of different scenarios there. It, like, actually so far ahead of its time here. Like, this is back when Xbox Live was something like unheard of. It tried its own thing on the PlayStation. I don't know if it took off or like succeeded in a big way, but it did build up enough of a community where now they have their own servers for it so you can play still. It's a fun experience. The problem with Outbreak is it is so fucking janky. So like the input delay, and again, this could be because of like the private servers, but the input delay is brutal. Some of the things like don't function the way that I imagine they did back when it was officially out and functional. So it's just there's so much jankiness to it that holds it back, and so much lag. But outside of that, really, really fun. So it's like it's kind of low here, I see, but like it's solid. Like it is solid. Even by today's standards, I think you would hop in with your boys and have a good time. Oh yeah, that's true, Cranky. I heard about that from the Direct. I didn't watch it though. Thanks for your sub, MD. And the Prime. Intelligence and Harusha. Alright. I think this is where I'm finally going to slide in Resident Evil 3 Remake. Again, the game is like good. Like gameplay wise, it's super smooth. That shit is silky. It looks good. I do like what they did with Nemesis. Well, until they turn him into just a dog. I do like, you know, like this intro and what they do with Nemesis. And how like fearsome and chaotic everything is. Like it's very cool.
Okay, does it?
And I do think they did a really good job story-wise. Like they gave the characters a little more like fleshing out, but it came at the cost of removing over half of the original game. There's way too much cut content in here. It feels very incomplete and half-baked, considering the original. But if you've never played the original, maybe you were like totally satisfied with this. The dodge feels a lot better. Like there is a lot to like about it. It's just it's worse than the original. And it could have been so much better. It could have been like a Resident Evil 2 remake. Game of the year for me is still Expedition 33. And yeah, I'll be watching the new Demon Slayer movie. Alright. Now I think it's time to slide in. Well, no, not quite. I know what I'm putting here. Code Veronica. There is a lot to like about Code Veronica, but there is so much I fucking hate about it.
Resident Evil.
This game, after finishing the franchise, I can confidently say this had the most backtracking. Bar none.
Okay.
It felt like I was just caught in an endless fucking Dormammu time loop. Anytime I would progress, I'd have to go back.
Hunters are gonna be fucking awful in this game, I can already tell.
But I really appreciate that the knife is
I see the
glitched.
code.
So when you do like a knife swing, you hit like 25 times. It's actually the first time the knife felt really strong. There's a lot to like about it. I really like the characters in here. It tells a really good story. It's so fucking cinematic. There's a lot to like about it, but I really hated the amount of backtracking. I also hate how easy it is to softlock. Luckily, I had chat backseating to avoid softlocks. But like, the Tyrant plane fight, if you don't do this perfectly, your game is just bricked. When is it? When is the plane fight? I think it's around here. It's like the halfway point. And then also at in-game, you can soft lock. Here. And that's just kind of inexcusable.
And as annoying.
Oh, I'm too far. Alright, so what all will I need? Probably the grenade launcher. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to show you that you can soft lock real easy because this fight is some fucking barnacles. But it's such a long video, such a long game, I can't get there in time. There it is. So this is extremely easy to just get fucked in. Chat told me the exact amount that I needed in order to avoid the soft lock, so I was able to squeeze through. I know Bakba Soup, when he played this the first time around, apparently he got soft locked.
1, 2, 3.
So it is easy. It's common. And then you hit him out of the plane with that. Overall, like, it is a good game. I just think it has some very inexcusable shortcomings. Alright, next. Okay, I think I know what I want to put here. Yeah. Alright. Next is going to be Resident Evil 6. I couldn't decide if I was going to do 6 here or if I was going to do 0 here. But I think 6. I do not dislike this game nearly as much as most people. This used to be my least favorite Resident Evil game. I played it when it came out. I fucking hated it. I thought for sure this was going to be in my like bottom 5. Playing through it again this time, it's not. The gameplay is actually really fun. Like the movement, you can schmoove in this game. You have so many options for combat. You can roll, fucking slide around all while shooting. Like there's actual movement tech. It's fun. Like the gameplay is legitimately fun. It has a lot of depth.
A lot of ammo.
The worst part about this game is easily its story and its length. The game is way too fucking long.
So long for that ambush, only to blow it.
Wow.
And yeah, it is a lot of fun co-op. It is a very fun co-op experience. Especially because of, well, especially in the beginning where every single car is like the most hazardous thing you can imagine. Every car is basically just a fucking missile. No one in the city can drive. So anytime you step foot on the road, you just get blasted by 20 cars.
For that, we're gaming.
Like, and everyone, for some reason, instantly panics, and they made Leon, like, the biggest imbecile ever. They completely nerfed him. He got hit by the Orb of Confusion. So, like, he freaks out every time he sees a zombie. He's like, fuck! And crashes his car. Bus driver does the same thing. It is so, like, cheesy action movie that it's charming. It loops back around to being charming, but it is not great as a story or anything. But I do still think it's fun. The gameplay is very fun. And then here's where I'm going to put Resident Evil 0. Really good voice acting, too. Oh, this is 15. Yeah, the voice acting is very good. Oh, and there was something else I wrote down about that I wanted to mention. What was it? Oh man, I should have been reading through my notes. There were some other things that I forgot to mention for some of the ones that I put a little lower. Another thing about Operation Raccoon City that blew my fucking lid off every time it happened is your character takes cover randomly, so there's no button to take cover in this game. You just have to go up to the cover and pray that your character locks onto it. So it's a cover shooter with no actual cover system. I actually really did hate that one. Yeah, I should have definitely been looking through here because I wrote like some very specific notes that I'm blanking on because it's been a while for some of these now. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention with 6. Another thing 6 does that's just inexcusable, a huge sin, is they redid the inventory system. So instead of like the standard inventory system that actually every single Resident Evil game ever had done, it like tried to change it up by having like the scrolling bar, and you don't like mix herbs anymore. You just make pills. You just make Fent, and you put it in your tablet. So you have to put it in your tablet box to like pop it one by one. It was just so unnecessary of a change that added nothing except making it more janky. It was a really dumb decision. That definitely sucked. But another cool thing, though, the auto connections. So this game has intersecting pathways. So when you get to certain points in the story, like of the 4 campaigns, they intersect. And when you reach a point where they intersect, other players can join your world and you play together briefly. It was cool. Fun idea. And since I played it on stream, chat joined. And the intersection actually kind of slapped. Yeah, I definitely need to keep the notes open. I got some good specific shit in here. Alright. Number 15, though, I'm still locked in on 0. Where is it? Here it is. Resident Evil 0, I think, also has a lot to like. Like, it's a very fine game. Like, fine, I'm being way too harsh. Like, it is a good game that is held back by some really bad decisions.
Oh shit.
So, like, it's another game you can get soft-locked because of the character switching with Billy.
I'm here, baby. Let's get in it.
You can, like, if you don't send the right character at the right time, you can lock yourself out for a long time. Which is not fun. That's just a huge headache if you don't know it's coming. But the worst thing about the game is they got rid of the item storage box.
No slots at all. I hate it. That doesn't make the game difficult, it just makes it tedious.
True. So, you don't have a lot of slots for your inventory. You work through both inventories, so you do technically have a lot of slots, but since you can't store anything, what you ultimately have to do is make piles on the floor. So for this, you make I guess you don't have to, you can make it anywhere. I made piles on the main lobby for all of the stuff I wasn't using but knew I needed. And when you reach, like, towards the end of the game, here you can see my pile. Since there's no item storage box, you just leave it here. It's persistent. They don't disappear. So when you reach the halfway point in the game, you go to a different spot. And if you don't bring every single one of the items, you are so fucked. You have to make like an hour-long journey back just to retrieve it. It's so stupid. Taking out the item box added nothing. It just made the game more cumbersome. It was a headache for the sake of a headache. It's just a chore for no reason. But, like I said, it is still a good game. The gameplay was tight. I really enjoyed the story of this one. I wish they brought Billy back in some capacity. It's kind of a shame that Billy never came back. Or Rebecca. Like, they're both really strong characters here. I really like Billy's backstory in the army and the horrors that he went through. I don't know. I thought they did a good job there. I also really like the locations. I hate the Bat Boss, though. The Bat Boss was shitty, but not nearly as bad as people made it out to be. Overall, Resident Evil 0 was fine. It was fun. Oh, another thing. The one-hit frogs. I hate that. They introduced towards the end of the game these frogs that come out, and if they lick your ass, you are insta-dead. That was trash. That was awful. Yeah, Resident Evil 0 is my longest write-up. So I'll read the caveman cliff notes. Hard game, but fun. Love story, train car was hype. Mansion map layout was amazing, felt intuitive, rarely got lost. Hated no item box. Baffling decision, complete dog shit. Yeah, basically what I was saying, but in bullet points written like someone was overdosing. Alright, next, number 14. Now we're getting really competitive, but I think I know exactly what I want to put here. I think, yeah, I'm going to give it to Revelations 2. Revelations is a series I really wish they would continue. They set up some really interesting shit with these. I like the upgrade idea. I don't like the partner here. The AI-controlled partner here is the worst in any game I've ever seen. They do not do anything. They actually outright refuse to do anything. They don't fight. They don't fuck. They don't shoot. They don't do anything. They don't work on puzzles. They just stand there idly, brain dead.
No.
But it's a good story. Barry is back. Barry's my fucking boy. The upgrades are creative.
Yeah, but Barry, the thing is, it's more dangerous to leave her unattended at a boat on an island full of monsters.
See, classic Barry thought processes, by the way. I really wish they would make a Revelations 3 to close the story, but whatever. I also like bringing in a new Wesker family member. I thought that was a novel idea to see more Weskers. Overall, just a decent, good game. I've got no, like, huge complaints other than the AI. I just really hated the AI. Let me see if I wrote anything specific down in my notes that I'm forgetting. Nope, it's actually the shortest notes I have here. Better gameplay than the first, but AI is the most dogshit companion I've ever had, and having no online co-op is baffling stupidity. Forgot about that. Yeah, this game's not that old, but you can't play online co-op, only split screen, and the other player really gets shafted because all they can do is shine a flashlight or throw a rock. Alright, number 13. I already know what I'm going to put here. This clump I'm pretty confident on. Here is going to be... Where is it? Is this it? Is this Dark Side Chronicles? I think this is Dark Side Chronicles. I'm almost positive it is. Dark Side Chronicles is just the best light gun shooter. Just full stop. It is the best light gun shooter they made.
Resident Evil
I hate the head bob. The head bob really sucks. But it's just... I mean, it's exactly what you want from a Resident Evil light gun shooter. There's not a whole lot to say about it. It's just... I think it's just everything you want.
Survivors left.
But, like, what else can you say about a light gun shooter? It's just good. And next... Where is it? Here it is. Outbreak File 2. Outbreak File 2 has all of the beauty of Outbreak File 1, but with, I'd say, like 60% less jank. This game just worked better. I think the scenarios were more interesting.
So, on very hard, you collect something called
and I love the
Raccoon medals.
characters.
It's like the whole point. I
You get so many good characters.
I haven't either, but, you know, I just found a raccoon medal.
Oh, sick.
I see it, I can only hear it, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, you got him.
I'm
Got
going
him.
It's so fun just playing with your friends. This is Matt right here. He's beating a hyena
That's
to
my
death.
boy.
I missed him. I gotta run for a sec.
Nope, you're going. Nope. That's my boy.
Stand back up, I dare you.
Nope, I can only hear you now.
Don't worry. He's popping back up. He's back down. I think one more ought to do it. Get up. I didn't hear no bell.
It's so good. I actually really like Outbreak 2 a lot. I think the game, again, took what Outbreak 1 did, but the technology was better, so it just worked better. It didn't really change much from this first game, it just was smoother, and they improved the scenarios. So I really like Outbreak File 2. Next, we have what I think to be a criminally slept-on game that has the best music in the entire franchise, and I'm saying that unironically, Dead Aim. Also, I saw someone in chat mention that this is a light gun shooter. I actually totally forgot that, because I did not play it as a light gun shooter. I think Dead Aim slaps. I really liked this.
Hey.
The only bad thing about Dead Aim, and you'll see it in the title, if you get the assault rifle, just close your eyes or don't use it.
Fuck.
But this is a third-person
Everything
and
looks the same.
first-person shooter. It's so good.
Yeah, this is where I got the silence.
You didn't play any as a light gun shooter? Yeah, but this one doesn't even
whatever,
register to me as a light gun shooter. It
This
just
has to
feels
be
so
the
far
least
removed.
helpful map I've ever seen in my life. It's just the blueprints.
I just wish the game was longer, honestly. Exactly, took everything Survivor did, made it better. And man, did they go all out for the music. Boner jams out the wazoo. Where's this save music?
Dodge will work if you do it just as they hit you. What, hit the opposite direction twice?
Also, the main villain is amazing. The main villain just wants everyone to be beautiful. Well, he wants a utopia of just beautiful people. So then he takes the virus and it gives him titties. That's how he becomes more beautiful. Where is he?
Of course.
You got it. This boss
Is he
sucks, though.
stuck?
That boss is actually trash. God, where is the transformation?
Oh, and since you saved me this time, I think I should say thanks.
Is it before or after the big guy?
Oh.
I think it's before. Yeah, it is before? Okay.
Play it juicy.
Thanks, membership, Tommy. Where is it? Is it before this boss? I don't think so. It might be. It actually might be. I think it's around here. No, this is too far back.
No
Morpheus was
bullets.
hurt really early. I don't remember it being that early. Oh, here it is. It is. Yeah, it is early.
Okay. And it gave him tits. It gave him fucking honkers.
That's the new virus, baby. God, Dead Aim was so good.
Scared little rats with an ugly, useless gun.
Yeah, you need to hear the music, though. Actually, the best music in Resident Evil. I think it's the best save room theme and just the overall best OST. Oh, it's just hitting all the right neurons. And then they even had their own song for it, too. I even have this on my playlist now. This is some old school new metal for no reason. It's in the intro to the game. It's so good. You were bricked up the whole time. I really had a great time with Dead Aim. I didn't expect anything from it, but I was shocked by how much I liked it. Yep, literal old school new metal from back in the early 2000s. The characters are fried, but the game's fun. Setting is different. Well, the setting's not that different, it's a ship, but yeah. Half the games have ships. Shot! Shot! Okay. Now we're into the top 10. Dead Aim just barely outside of the top 10. But I think that sounds about right. I feel okay about that. Because now we're getting into, like, the fucking heaters. And this is where it's going to get really close. Damn, this is where it's going to get hard. I know my top 3. It's getting to the top 3 that's tough. Okay, I think number 10's got to be Revelations. Again, I like Revelations. I really wish they would finish the story. I also really wish they would go back to this one.
Alright, Resident Evil.
So, like, Revelation... The only thing I don't like about it, by the way, is this. The scanner. That shit's lame. Don't like that at all.
Inventory. Oh, really?
But everything else is, like, very crisp, very clean, and a really interesting world here.
You think
With
they're
Terra Grigia and all that.
things
It's
have-
so cool.
It may have been a huge waste. I thought, well, oh, chat lied to me. Chat said you can't take damage when you're doing that. Oh, fuck.
First Resident Evil game where you can move and shoot, too. Yeah, and it felt good. It felt, like, really good.
Oh, fuck me.
But yeah, you never see these characters again. They just vanish. And they're good characters, too. Like fucking Raymond and everybody. It's a shame. Like, I really think they were building up to something pretty spectacular, only to just let it die. I'm guessing it just didn't sell well. I don't know. I'm not a Revelations historian, but I just really thought that there was a lot of potential here.
At Morgan.
And again, this also has the upgrade system, which I do think is very fun. I think it adds a lot to the gameplay and the strategy of what you're aiming to do. My notes in here are also pretty brief. Far more fun than I expected. Insta-kill enemies frustrating. Story cool. So much going on. See why people found it a bit convoluted. Very creative boss mechanic. Oh yeah, the boss mechanics were pretty different for most Resident Evil games I had played up till that point. Worst part was the turret shooting sections. Yeah, Revelations slaps. Alright, number 9. Number 9. Ah, there's like only like super good games left. Let me check notes. Let's see. Okay, I think I know what I want. This, I think, is going to be very disagreeable for a lot of people, though. I think this next choice is going to be a little spicy. Resident Evil HD Remaster. Well, the remake.
We're doing the full, all-encompassing Resident Evil marathon.
I know this is a little spicy. This is a little spicy. I really like it. I think it's great. I thought it was really, really fun. I didn't like playing as Chris. I thought playing as Chris sucked.
Kerosene,
I would have liked to have
kerosene
just...
can will separate an item.
The problem with playing with Chris is, like, he has all of these fucking pockets, but you can't use any of them. So I just ended up never really having a lot of space to do shit. I love the idea of Crimson Head. I love how they upgraded everything visually. I, of course, missed the iconic shitty voice acting. It was super amazing. But I think this game is spectacular.
I might have just got really lucky with that first bait.
Great
I
game.
haven't pulled it off since.
I feel like there's nothing more that can be said about this game that hasn't been said a million times. And I know people aren't going to like that it's at the number 9 spot, especially considering what I'm putting at number 8. But this is based purely off empirical data. This is the objectively correct tier ranking, so just know you're wrong if you disagree. Resident Evil 5. I think this game holds up so fucking well. I think Resident Evil 5 is still such a turbo banger. I played through it with Matt, of course, and it's still so fun. It is incredibly nostalgic to me, and it still slaps. Like, it's still just so good. Oh, wait. The only thing that really sucks about it is the turret sections. The turrets are bad. I hate the turret sections. You get rid of some of the turret sections, this game's even higher. But, like, overall, I don't really have complaints about it.
Come on!
Whoops. Stomping heads is insta. 5's not above 1. It's only above 1 HD remaster. It's not above OG. Don't get it twisted. Wait a minute. Okay, is there a fundamental misunderstanding of the marathon? Did you guys not watch every single one of these over the last 2 months? There's 2. There's Resident Evil HD Remaster and Resident Evil OG. You'll notice OG's not in there yet. But I did like Resident Evil 5 more than the HD remake, I'm sorry to say. I had an incredible time with this.
It's probably bad.
Me and Matt were even talking about, like, how... Like, just look at this! It's so good! We've been talking about how well it holds up.
They're infected, but they're not fully, like, turned yet.
Ice.
So good. I am a huge fan of Resident Evil 5. Did I even write down, like, a single complaint outside of the turrets? I don't think so. No. Literally no. I even made, like, just a special mention of how amazing Wesker is in this game. And he is great. I had also never played the DLC until this playthrough. One of the DLCs is trash. Sorry to say. I can't remember which one it is, but it's the one where you're going through and you're playing, like, with what happened. You get to see, like, the mission going after Wesker. That was just lame. It was, like, 40 minutes long. That offered nothing. The other one, though, was fun. About how they escape. Is Wesker the best? I think Wesker is the best villain in the franchise. Oh, like, outside of Nemesis, that is. Nemesis, I think, is just the coolest across the board. But as far as, like, actual antagonists go, like, with motives and everything that aren't just a fucking killing machine, Wesker is the best. Second to Wesker, Morpheus from Dead Aim. Morpheus is great, just wants a utopia of beautiful people. It's so silly. Number 7. Number 7. Number 7. It's gonna be Village. I enjoyed this far more on my most recent playthrough than I did when I played it initially. And I think it was helped because I went back to back. Alright. I went directly from 7 right into Village. So it flowed really well, and the ending hit very hard. I remember hating it when I first played it. This time around, I think they did an amazing job. Oh! Hey! I think just too much time had passed between 7 and this for me when I first played through.
Into the moonlight?
And of course, everyone knows iconic Lady D. Pretty much everything in the mansion here I thought was the best part. Which I know everyone says, but it really is just super good. Duke, of course, the GOAT. Well, he's not better than Resident Evil 4, but he's still great. I don't have any big complaints about Village. I don't think I wrote down anything either for big complaints. I didn't. Just a super solid game. Just really a genuinely solid game. Though, to be fair, I did kind of just forget that it was already down here. I would actually probably do it more like this. I would probably go like this. I'd have Village at 9, HD Remastered at 8, and 5 at 7. That would probably be more accurate. All right, number 6. Almost to the top 5. The story's a bit messy. And Village, I disagree. I actually thought the story was pretty, like, well done. The only... Oh, here we go. I do have a big complaint about it, actually. The only thing I really dislike in that is what they did to Chris. Once again, they kind of did what they did to Leon in 6, where they just made him a fucking bumbling moron for no reason. And the characters even call him out. They're like, hey, why didn't you just tell Ethan? Like, why you executed his wife right in front of him. He still thinks you killed Mia. You know that, right? And he's like, yeah, maybe I should have told him. Like, so much could have been prevented if he had just explained himself in the many opportunities he had to do so. It was just plot convenience for the sake of plot convenience. Like, it's something that feels really out of character for Chris. It was just very dumb. They just made him, like, a big douchebag who just, like, out of spite's like, I'm not telling him. I want him to think I killed his fucking wife. Well, I need to add a few more. Okay. Alright, at number 6, just outside of the top 5. Oh, this is hard. This is really hard now. I've got... yeah. I think I'm pretty set. I think I know how I'm going to close this puppy out. At number 5, it's at number 6, it's Resident Evil 4 Remake. Banger game. Very big banger game. And also, separate ways in this,
Resident Evil
so
4
much
Remake.
better than the original.
Game time.
Separate ways in the OG 4 is just kind of like throwaway. You get like a few extra scenes. Here, oh my god, it's like an entirely different Resident Evil game. You get a whole new experience. Separate ways, so good.
Already at the church.
But I really liked Resident Evil 4 Remake. I
kill the
don't
fish till
like,
you have more inventory space.
and I said this during the playthrough, I don't like that they took away a lot of like the cheesiness. I liked the campy feel of 4 better. I think the characters are more fleshed out, obviously. Like, Luis gets a lot more to do. And the characters ultimately, of course, get more in them. Like, more, like, actual development and more to do and say, so you learn more. But taking out some of that cheesiness and the campiness that was in the original, I think just loses a little of the flavor that made it so special. So even though I do think objectively, like, they did a better job writing the characters, specifically Luis, I do wish they had kept that DNA intact, because I prefer that Leon. The wacky Leon, the guy who goes, women. I just think it added a lot to the character. Oh yeah, Ashley's way better in this game too. Ashley in the OG is basically just like a mannequin. She's just like a fucking doll that walks around. So agreed. They did do a better job on Ashley as well. Let me just double check, but I think I'm pretty set. I think I know where I want to go. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. All right. Number 5. I don't think anyone's going to expect this, but I actually feel pretty confident in it. I think this is going to be another one of the spicy ones that people get really mad at me for. But it's going to be a Resident Evil 2 remake. This was previously my favorite Resident Evil game. But coming through on the marathon, there are 4 games I actually like more than Resident Evil 2 Remake now. I think Resident Evil 2 Remake is great. Oh, wait. I totally forgot to put the OG. Sorry, I do like Remake more than OG. Sorry, I forgot 2 was still down here. Sorry, it'd be like this. I completely forgot that I hadn't done 2 yet. I still like Remake more than OG. But I'm going to put them side by side because I actually think 2, like the OG, did some things better than this. So the big thing in the original that I loved was zapping. Conceptually, I loved the zapping idea. Where some of the things you do in this campaign directly influence what the other campaign gets. So what you do in A affects what happens in Leon B, vice versa. The zapping is really, really cool. I like that idea. This was so strong. I really, really liked Resident Evil 2 OG. It holds up super well. It plays smooth. It's still got great everything. It also has my favorite cheesiness still intact. So yeah, OG is great. I do like Remake more though. Remake fleshes out the relationship between Leon and Ada better. The gameplay, of course, just feels extremely good. I'm a huge fan of this gameplay. I think they've kind of fucking nailed this formula now. So I do like Remake more than OG. But they're both great. I think both are amazing, and the police station is iconic. I do think, though, past OG and Remake, they overused the police station like a motherfucker. Every single game had you go to the goddamn RPD. Pretty much all of them. Alright, now we're getting into the top 3. I think some people already know where this ends up. Wait. That can't be right. Because there's still 4 games left. Because I still have 3, 1, 4, and 7. Did I miss a slot? What the fuck is going on? 25 is reverse. Did I play 29 games, not 28? I thought I played 28. I might have missed one when I was counting. Okay. Well, here, I'll just lay it out like this then. Actually, I don't even know how. Can you push things down? Okay, we'll do it like this then. How about this? And then I'll put one above it for best in the franchise. I'll just do a tier above number 1. That's so weird. But no, I guess it actually is 29, not 28. I'm not gonna caps lock it like a bitch. It's weird. I'm gonna do normal. Why did that just pop up? No. God damn it. I thought I was naming the new one. There's so much lag on this website, it's crazy. Okay. Anyway, though, the order goes OG, Resident Evil OG, is where I was going next. Just over Resident Evil 2 Remake. Now, I know most people view HD Remake better than OG, and objectively, it plays better. It is a more solid game. I get that. But there was something truly special about going back and playing the game that started basically the whole genre. I still think the FMV is iconic. I still think the game plays really well. Like, yes, it's a little janky, but the voice acting, the atmosphere, everything is just so good.
What is this? Wow, what a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
Ah!
What is it?
No.
Maybe it's Chris.
I love it. I really, really, really like this game. The biggest complaint I have about this game is the boss fights. So because the game is so old, and yes, it is clunky, things sometimes don't work the way you would expect them to work. In particular, the snake, whose name I'm blanking on right now. Yawn. I don't know why I couldn't remember the snake's name. That shit fucking sucked on OG. Because the controls would betray you and the hitbox was the most nonsensical shit ever. But outside of that, everything was fucking fun. It was so nice. And that complaint also extends to the final boss with Tyrant. Tyrant has like an undodgeable, unavoidable move that always hits and it fucking blasts you across the entire roof. Really, the main thing you want to do there is just cheese it.
What?
You just kind of want to not activate it until there's 30 seconds left. That's the lesson I learned the hard way.
Okay, I can take a hit. Oh, that's bad. Can't escape that, he's too fast.
It's just still such a good game. I absolutely love the OG. I had an incredible time with that one. But I understand why people like HD Remaster more. The remake, it is, like, they did clean everything up. It is, like, a better, objectively better game. But this one tugs on me in a different way. Next. Where is she? There it is. Come on. This is where it's going to get real controversial. Controversial. Resident Evil 4 into Resident Evil 7. And then finally, my favorite Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 3 OG. I know I kind of already spoiled that, but that'd be my top 3. I think these 3 games, in each of their respective departments, are the best in the genre. For the OG original Resident Evil experience, there is none better than 3. 3 does it the best. Nemesis is the best pursuer, the best, really like the best, like any kind of creature in the franchise. Everything is tight except the dodge. The dodge sucks. The dodge is terrible. It's best just to forget the dodge exists in this game. Because even if you do miraculously pull it off, it's probably still going to lead to you being hit. But I still think everything in like the original Resident Evil formula was perfected in here. I think for the next iteration of Resident Evil gameplay, there is no action Resident Evil better than 4. 4 has mastered the action-oriented Resident Evil experience. It has the beautiful, cheesy action movie lines, the cutscenes are hype, and the gameplay, even to this day, is still extremely fluid. Like, it still is super responsive and fun. There is still a ton of skill expression, a lot of depth to it. It's also like a really chunky game. Like, it's still a very meaty game. I think this is like the perfected action-oriented Resident Evil game. And Resident Evil 7, I think, is the perfect, like, horror action game that Resident Evil has gone for. This, like, I knew I liked Resident Evil 7 when I played it initially. Going back and playing it this time, I liked it even more. And the DLC in this game, probably the best DLC in the franchise. Playing as Joe cemented Joe as a top 5 Resident Evil character, and his DLC was only like an hour and a half. This, I think 7 was really, really good. The biggest problem with 7 is Ethan is a complete wet fart of a character. And not because of, like, him, but the voice acting is so bland and stale. Even when he's going through the most traumatic shit, the best he can do is just be like, but why? Like that, it takes the wind out of the sails, but everything else is great. And it seems like it's almost by design that he's supposed to be that stale, because apparently the idea was the player's supposed to like interject himself into Ethan's position, so they didn't want him to talk too much or have too much character. Terrible choice there. The boat section sucks. Boat section wasn't great. Fine. Doesn't ruin it though. The ship section is bad. I agree. The ship section is a complete... that's a blunder. There's no getting around that. It drags out, it's overly long, it overstays its welcome, and it's not very fun. But even with that aside, it's still incredible. I think it is still an incredible game. And it literally like brought Resident Evil back from the brink of extinction. Because it went Umbrella Corp into 6, people had no interest, and then 7 comes along and it tries something different and it nails it. It's a home run for it. And it's still great. It is still great. I think in all of their respective departments, these were the best in the franchise. OG experience, modern horror experience, and modern action gaming. I think these 3 are just the best. To be honest, you can kind of interchange them however you want. Like, I still, like, except for 3. I really, really, really love 3. But these 2, either one I'd be fine with it in the number 2 position. I think both are amazing. Pretty much everything in the top 10, though, to be honest, I think is just incredible. I was surprised by how many bangers the franchise had. Going in, I thought for sure it'd be like half and half. Definitely not. There were significantly more hits than there were shits. Even the bad ones are fine. Well, that's what I was saying. Even some of like the actual bad ones, like Survivor, I had fun with. Like, it's low on the list here, higher than I think other people would put it, but it's fun. Like, it is still a fun game. Outbreak, it's low on the list just because it's janky, but this game is an incredible experience with friends. Resident Evil 3 Remake, I actually kind of hate it. I hate what they did to the fucking Golden Goose. They ruined that. Great gameplay, though. There are just so many good games in the franchise. I was shocked by how many. The only ones you didn't have fun with were probably Gaiden and Survivor 2. That's exactly right. Of all 29, I guess, Resident Evil games I played, the only 2 I actually didn't enjoy in the slightest were Gaiden and Survivor 2. Even Umbrella Corps, the worst in the franchise, I had fun. The multiplayer is fun bad. What about 1.5? Oh, I guess as a fun little bonus, 1.5 I'd probably slap, probably in between Survivor and Umbrella Chronicles. 1.5 was fun. What's the next marathon? Next marathon is every Halo game on Legendary. I've done the Legendary marathon before, but I didn't do Reach or ODST, so this time I'm going to. And I'm doing it co-op with Matt. Thanks, membership, Roman. No, I didn't hear that shit at all, Sage. What the fuck? So Village not even ranked? Yeah, it is. Number 9. I ranked them all. I didn't miss any. Code Veronica placement hurts me. Code Veronica I know is really hit or miss in the community. Some people love it, some people hate it. I was more in the middle, but more so on the side of like there were so many things that frustrated me about it. But I didn't hate it. You hyped for Resident Evil 9? I am. I'm very hyped for Resident Evil 9. That takes a character from Outbreak, which I am now very familiar with. There's a new trailer for Resident Evil 9. Oh, is there? I'll check it out. Oh, the Nintendo Direct one, huh?
Hello? Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me. Rude.
Is this not the same trailer we've already seen? Oh, no, it's definitely different now.
Oh, you're FBI? Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Grace. Stay close to me.
I'm coming!
Keep moving.
What's wrong?
I'll explain later.
I've been watching you. You're not like other people, you know. You're quite...
He sounds like Jared Leto's the Joker.
Tell me what's going on.
Something important.
Mom, I'm scared.
Grace. They're coming.
There's no escaping your destiny.
Nice. I think it'll be good. I think Resident Evil's kind of figured it out again. After they lost their footing there, they got it back with 7. They kind of haven't let off the gas. The only miss they've had recently was 3 Remake. Has there been anything else? Oh, that's not true, actually. Reverse is pretty new, too. Wait, Reverse and Resistance, actually. As long as they stay away from multiplayer, we're fine. What POV are you going to play in? Probably first person. You missed the monster at the end? Oh, is there something after that? I just saw the annotations pop up. I assumed it was done. Ah. We got Survival Instinct coming soon, so you'll have to do that one. Oh yeah, wait, is that a mobile game? What is that? Is it tier 119? I don't remember anything about this. Thanks for 10 gifted members, Carly. Yeah, it's a mobile game. Why though? What the fuck is the point? Is it any good? There's some gameplay.
Gameplay of Resident Evil Survival Unit has been revealed. The different teams involved with the game explained that the game will try to stay as true to the original Resident Evil series as possible, but add its own unique twist for a mobile environment as well. Pre-registrations are available now.
Oh
and the game
god, it's one of these games.
Of 2025.
Oh, that's like those mobile game ads where it's like giving birth on a motorcycle and like unhinged shit. Ugh. I'm not gonna force myself to play that. Sorry to say. I finished the marathon. I'm not gonna force myself to play some shit like that. Thanks for membership, Dante. You know what Borderlands 4? No. Just not playing it tonight. Not tonight. I'm gonna try and go to sleep early because I haven't slept in so long. I have not slept in so long. Maybe at some point, wacko. Have you seen the new Hades 2 trailer? Type as fuck. Oh no, I haven't seen the new trailer. Comes out soon, right? Fully? Pretty sure it comes out at the end of the month. That's what I heard.
Well, daughter of Hades. Princess of the underworld. It would seem that you are finally prepared. But time itself is against us. And war has come to Mount Olympus. Shall you rush now to your family's defense?
There's a tier 1 unk. Very cool style here on the animation.
Or shall you strike our enemy in the heart of the underworld?
You know me, Headmistress. I'll do both.
Who animated this?
It's now or never.
We witches oft are underestimated, but I am well aware how capable you are.
I have to be more than that. This family, they deserve their vengeance. But I cannot stop Kronos on my own. Will you aid me?
We got your back, sister, so just keep moving forward. Care for a little wager here? Bet I'll take more of them than you. Let's see how strong you really are.
Time would wear us down, but
Yeah, I played it a little bit in early access.
you can withstand.
I was just waiting for the
until
full
our
game to
night
come out.
arrives.
This is it.
I really like Hades though.
Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
Same day as Silent Hill F. What a crazy month for games, huh? Actually, an unbelievable month for games. I'm almost done 100%ing Silk Song 2. Silk Song is so good. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that, Barry. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks would be fun. Yeah, could do that for the gaming channel. You see the first Marvel Zombies trailer. It looks sick. Fuck is that? Marvel Zombies? Is it a show? Marvel's animated Marvel Zombies.
No
battle they will sing about for ages. This is not the night we fought!
This does seem interesting.
Marvel Zombies, rated TV MA, streaming September 24th, only on Disney Plus.
I mean, it is interesting, I guess. It reminds me of fourth Shinobi War from Naruto. I couldn't remember which one it was. Made by Robert Kirkman. Ah, is it? Is he making another Super Mario movie? I didn't see that, but I'm not surprised. I mean, the first one made $1 billion, so... Marvel Zombies is already a series? Oh, I don't know shit about it. Kirkman is the guy who made Invincible, right? Yeah, he made Invincible and Walking Dead. Those are the two you probably know him from. It's a good idea, Coastline. I'm doing well, Wacko. I'm gonna try Signalis next. Well, not next, but eventually, yeah. Alright, I think I am gonna try and get some sleep. Alright, tomorrow we pick up Borderlands 4 again. I'm sure the boys will be ready. Alright, everyone, have a good rest of your evening. I will see you soon. Sleep well, everybody. Bye-bye.